you are interested in what's new in the marketplace focused on missions for Flight Simulator 2020, then this is the video for you. Let's roll the intro and then let's look at the details. So this week we've got a lot of new items in this category, right? 24. And the first one is from VA Systems. I'd say the known suspects. It's the A320 flights Bahrain, Oscar, Bravo, Bravo, India. This contains schedules for the A320 from various airlines, 30 distinct routes, and then you're departing from this airport and then fly to multiple, I would say, destinations, right? It's not clear which destinations, but that's it. So 56 A320 schedules. The A320 liveries are included. Not is, but there are, because there are multiple ones, right? As you can see, right, we can see this one, but also this one, Turkish Airlines, and multiple other ones which you can choose from. The next one is the A320 route Qatar Airways volume number 3. This will take you from various destinations in Turkey and the surrounding areas. It takes you to them, not from them. And in this case, 18 schedules have been recreated. Again, the liveries included, but in this case, of course, only the Qatar Airways one, which you can see below. Now we've got a similar package for Lufthansa volume number 1. 88 routes. This takes you to various destinations in Frankfurt in the early morning hours. So this is again a specific airliner, so only one livery is included. It's using the A320 from Asobo, and it looks like this. So pretty nice one. Next one, the airline pilot ITA Airways A320 from Perfect Flight. They're releasing also these packages, but in this case you can play an airline pilot, in this case for ITA Airways, which is an Italian-based airliner, in the A320, using both the A320 from Asobo, but also the one from Inibuild, if I'm correct. I'd say it's a little bit unclear from the texture. Normally they will mention it. I would say normally they say, hey, 8 IFR adventures. Normally it's 4 out of 4, right? So 4 for one, 4 for the other. But it's a little bit unclear from this, I would say, this description. So make sure that you validate it. But again, it's using the A320. Double check if it's also the A320 from Inibuilds. But here you can see that it says Inibuilds Airbus A320neo. So it could be that this one's only suitable for the A320neo from Inibuilds, which is the V2, and not the default one. Could be a wise decision. In addition to that, right, there are multiple missions like Island Departure, Gateway to the Alps, Homeward Bound, Hanseatic City, Neapolitan Final. So a lot of cool things, and you will find them in the custom content section in the activities. Then we've got the airport base training, Mexico City, Mike X-Ray. This will take you around Mexico City, because you're going to take off, circle around, and land again. Really simple, using 3 airliners, the A320, the Boeing 747, as well as the Boeing 787. And you will you can train yourself on 4 runways, because that's the number of runways Mexico City Airport has. Of course, all the liveries are included, but there's one gotcha, and that is that you need to have the deluxe version of Flight Simulator if you want to use the 787. And also it says, okay, it's using the Asobo default A320, right? So keep that in mind. Next one, airport base training, Munich, Echo Delta Delta Mike. Similar package, different airport. Take off, circle around, land again. But in this case, on Munich Airport, it also has 4 runways. So likely the same number of scenarios, 72 in total. And you can use these liveries and apply them to the aircrafts. Again, for the 787, you'll need to have the deluxe version of Flight Simulator. Then we've got the airport base training, Zurich, Lima Sierra Zulu Hotel. Similar package, take off, circle around, land again. But then on Zurich Airport, which has 3 runways, so a little bit less missions. 54, if I'm correct, yes, that's the case. And then, of course, you can change the weather, etc., change the skies to make it more complex. And liveries are included. Airport Challenges American Airlines volume number 11 already. This allows you to play an American airline pilot, and then you will be able to refine your skills at various real-world airports that the airline operates at. In this case, it's a selection of the Gulf Coast airports, and then you can take off and land, and these use the standard instrumental departure, then the standard terminal arrival route, and then of course land on the airport. 84 unique scenarios using the Asobo default A320. The Airport Challenges Qatar Airways volume number 1. Similar package, different airliner, so you can be a Qatar Airways pilot. And then you can fly from and to a selection of the Arabian Peninsula airports, so different area also. SID star, similar, right? Take off, land using those. And 126 unique scenarios, and again, the liveries are included. Then we've got the Airport Challenges Thai AirAsia volume number 1. Again, we're, I would say, going almost to the right of the world, right? Depending on where you are looking from. But we started at America, then we moved to Europe or to the Arabics. And now we're moving to Asia because this one allows you to land and depart from a selection of the East Asia airports using the SIDs and stars. And you can play the AirAsia pilot using, of course, the livery of the airliner using the A320 from Asobo. If you thought that was everything, no, we're only half the list, I think. This one is the Airport SID Training Athens, Lima Golf Alpha Victor. This allows you to use the A320, the 747 or the Boeing 787 and then fly one of the 12 standard instrumental departures outbound from the airport. 216 unique scenarios, right? Because you can change the weather, etc. And then, of course, you can apply the livery, which is included, one for each aircraft type. Using the A320, you're using the Asobo default A320. Then a similar package, but then for Sao Paulo, Sierra Bravo Golf Romeo. Outbound from Sao Paulo, 14 SIDs. And then you can take off and from using different departures, 252 unique scenarios using these 3 aircrafts. So pretty nice. Scrolling down, we find more because we can also practice our landing skills, and that's where the airport star training comes into the corner. The Daniel K. Inuyu Papa Hotel November Lima. And this will allow you to use one of these 3 airliners, the A320, the 747 and the 787, sorry, using, I would say, if you're, an aspiring Honolulu-based pilot, then you can practice your skills using 11 standard terminal arrival routes into the airport, 198 unique scenarios, and then use these liveries to practice your landing skills. Then a similar package, but then for Helsinki Airport, Echo Foxtrot Hotel Kilo. This will allow you to fly into the airport. 18 standard terminal arrival routes are there. Inbound to Helsinki, 324 unique scenarios, and then you can fly them with either the A320, 747 or the 787. Of course, liveries are included, so have a lot of fun practicing your landing skills. And if you are bored about Helsinki, then you could move on to Rome, Foyos Micino, Lima India Romeo Foxtrot. Similar package, different airport, same aircrafts, right? A320, 747 and 787. You can fly 18 stars into the airport and then practice your landing skills. This is a nice picture over here. Then we've got Perfect Flight. They released the bygone era AlItalia. So AlItalia, right, was a previous airliner. They renamed or they have been, replaced by something else. It contains a unique set of missions to celebrate the iconic airlines and aircraft that shaped the history of aviation. So what you will get is you will have the iconic Boeing 747 with the AlItalia livery, Italy's former flag carrier. So what's included? 8 IFR missions, realistic, variegated and immersive environment. So I'll have a lot of fun. 80 triggers, right? Mission dynamically responds to in-flight conditions, creates seamless and engaging experience. Every phase of the journey is enriched by 120 dialogue actions and more of that. Of course, delivery is included, but also a lot of custom settings. Some of them you can always change, but hey, they included it. The charts and the maps for all the airports are listed and provided. as well as it's fully compatible with external systems such as SimBrief, Navigraph, iVao, EvetSim, Default HC, external ATC, and there are of course a lot of improved script modules, which makes it, I would say, more challenging but also more fun. Then we've got departure challenges, Thai Air Asia volume number 1. This will take you from likely one or more specific airports, multiple airports as you can see over here, and then fly the standard instruments of departures, and then say fly around and then land again on another airport. Again, this is using the A320 from Asobo, so only one aircraft for this one. Similar package, departure challenges, United Airlines. So now you're departing instead of landing. SIDs from a selection of the Western USA airport, right? So it could be a wide variety because there are a lot of there. 1 out of 20 unique scenarios, and then using the A320 from Asobo and apply these nice livery. Then we've got extreme challenges. Extreme challenges Alpe d'Huez, Lima Foxtrot Hotel uniform. This allows you to fly with a variety of aircraft. The Diamond DA62, the Cessna 208B Grand Caravan, the Cessna CG4 Station, the A320, the 747 and even the 787, assuming that you've got the deluxe version of Flight Simulator 2020. And then you can land on, say, various difficult airports, 36 unique scenarios, and of course you can change it, right? You can change the weather, and here you can see one of these pictures, right? Really challenging. Again, liveries are there, so have fun with this one. Then similar package, landing challenges, Qatar Airways volume number 4, but this one is for an airliner specific. So where the previous one was for a specific airport, this one is for a specific airliner, and it allows you to, let's say, increase your skills by landing at the selection of the Central and South Asia airports using these standard terminal arrival routes, which the airliner would use. 42 unique scenarios. Shouldn't have say overpromise, right? And of course, default livery is included for the default A320. Then a similar package, United Airlines volume number 4. In this case, you can land on a selection of the Central American airports using the stars, of course with snowstorm, etc. 48 unique scenarios. And then of course, you can land using the A320 from Asobo using the United livery. Then scrolling down the list, we will find some other things which should not be in the list, right? So this one and this one, these are not real, let's say, new things, but these are all as known as airports, right? So we will skip them. But this one is, right? It's the USA 3 Great Lakes VFR by Prof SC Nordheim missions. Pretty nice because you will be taken from Duluth, Minnesota to Eastport, Maine, along the southern shores of the Great Lakes, offers a breathtaking mix of scenery. Now, the nice things about these packages from these developers is that there's also mission packs included, and those mission packs do contain audio. They have been machine translated, right? So it's not always 100% accurate. But then you can fly and discover a nice scenery around the world. In this case, the 3 Great Lakes. You will need to have World Update number 2 and 10 installed to, let's say, get the best experience. And here you can see an image of it. So pretty nice. So in total, we had 24 minus the 2 on the bottom, right? So 22 new items in the marketplace, specifically focused on missions and I would say also a lot of training missions this time. So have fun with trying these out. If you're now looking for more enhanced airports, or maybe some new airports, or maybe some new aircrafts even, then have a look at the description of this video because there are links to those videos. Thanks for watching and hope to see you back next week.